Yo, what's up? My name's Saucey. I'm so glad to be back. And I do have an excuse. I was taking finals, then I went to Greece. Not to brag or anything, but I lived my dream. I got to see the temples. I got to learn a lot of the history of Greece. I haven't been back because I have anxiety. Yay! What we're going to talk about is what's it like to have anxiety. I knew I had anxiety when I was about 19 years old and I just started college. It all started clicking again because I had learned in my psychology class what anxiety really was and some of the behaviors that came with anxiety. I've had anxiety for a long time. It took me back to the memory of when I was like 8 years old maybe. Mom and my brother and I went to a food court in St. Louis. My mom and brother were just talking and eating their food, and I just stared at my food and I had my head down and I felt like I was trapped and I felt like I just needed to hide from the world and I was scared. I honestly felt like I was being attacked by nothing. If you have anxiety, you understand. Getting really moody and angry, and my brother was like, "Why are you so mad?" And I said, "Mom, can we just leave? I just need to leave." And she was like, "Okay, well, we're gonna finish." And I just sat there like this, just like this. As soon as we walked out of the food court and there was like no one in the back part that we left out of, I just felt this immediate rush of relief. I ate my food in the car and I was perfectly fine. But that's definitely a huge sign of social anxiety, just being around all that energy of people. And oh, here's Pancake. Hi, I'm Pancake. I don't like being held very long, so I'm gonna start wiggling. Okay, bye-bye. Anxiety is when you wake up every morning and you just assume you're going to fail that day and you might as well just drop out of college because you're failing when actually you have like all A's and B's. Anxiety is just creating a bunch of problems that don't exist and making them 10 times worse. Anxiety is trying to go grocery shopping because you need food to live. As soon as you get there, because you mustered up the strength to go, you sit in the parking lot and you're just terrified of all the people that are walking in. Anxiety is traveling from Greece for 36 hours straight with tons of people over the ocean, and you start rocking back and forth because you can't do anything, but like you can't leave. I did pretty good the whole plane ride except for the last hour. I just started feeling really horrible. When I was in band camp, I would eat alone all the time. And luckily my dad's a teacher there, so I would just go into his classroom and eat alone in the corner. At first I thought, oh, I'm just tired. I'm an introvert, right? I need a lot of solitude. Anxiety is sticking with a major that you don't want to stick with because you feel pressured to by everyone in your life. My sweet friend, if she sees this, she'll know it's her, but every time we go somewhere, she'll just ask me if I'm okay or if I'm good, because she knows that as soon as I get into a public setting of people I don't know, I kind of shut down, like I just don't talk. I'm a laughing, go get happy person. This fear that if you have a significant other that your anxiety is too much for them to handle, kind of a hard thing to talk about. I mean, it's hard to talk about in general. So when you talk to your significant other, like, hey, I live with this problem, these are some of the common things that happen to me because of it. Worrying even more because you're like, oh my god, they're not going to want to be with me because I have anxiety, and yeah, that sucks. But hands down, if someone wants to be with you, like actually be with you, then they'll try to work on things with you, not just leave you when things get difficult. Shout out to my significant other, because I know you're going to watch this. You're doing a really good job, and I appreciate you every single day. I don't know how many times I've left hanging out with someone early just because I have had anxiety and I just need to be alone. It's like the first person to leave parties or leave anything, social gatherings. I get really quiet and I start shutting down. Doesn't mean I'm not having a good time, but I just get really quiet. If somebody has anxiety and you know they do and they start getting quiet, you don't have to hound them with like, what's wrong? A simple, are you okay? Do you need anything? Is fine. Not telling me something like, oh my god, leave me alone. Don't worry, do it, so sad. Anxiety really, it doesn't ruin your life, but it really hinders it. A lot of things I want to do, but my brain chemistry is just like, not today and not tomorrow. Maybe a year from now. I'm fine. But my anxiety tells me every day that I'm not. Like, I joked with my boyfriend this morning. He was like, he has an app on his phone that tells him how long he has to live. Like, why do you have that? And he's like, you gotta be reminded of your mortality sometimes. I'm reminded of that every day, even if I don't want to be. It's just because my anxiety tells me another way I'm gonna die that day. So I'm like, oh, I have cancer. And it's not even a joke. Like, I will literally sit there and work myself up so hardcore that I will start believing that I have ovarian cancer. I always get up again. Thank goodness I always get up again. That's what it does. It just hurts. It's hard to do. It's hard to live with it. It's so difficult. I'm telling you right now. I would sit here and give you tips on anxiety, but I'm still figuring it out. The mornings I feel super anxious and my stomach hurts because I'm so anxious. I meditate and that helps with my mental state. Exercise works sometimes, but the thing is I'm so anxious that I'm even anxious about going to the gym because everyone's gonna be staring at me. Everybody's so worried about me, they're not even looking at themselves anymore. It's even anxious. I'm even anxious just talking about it right now. If you have a job where you can take a bathroom break, sometimes I just go to the bathroom and I just like stand there for a few minutes in the stall because I just need to breathe. If you know me, I am a pretty big gamer. My anxiety often tells me, oh, you're not good enough to play with those people. And so I don't play like ranked, and I don't play like arenas in World of Warcraft. I don't talk first in guild chat. I just pray that someone first is like, hey, what's up? Are you new to the guild? And they never do. I get really frustrated with my anxiety because I am an amazing people person. I make friends easily. I am so good at bringing people together and finishing projects, being the leader of a group. Like, I'm so good at that stuff. I feel like I was born to do something like that. But my anxiety is like this rope that is tethered to me and just pulls me back. Like, every time I want to get up and be that person for the day, it just is like, nope, I'm here now. And that's probably the most frustrating thing about it, is because I am not able to be my entire self every day because of it. Look, if I can live with it day to day, I feel like other people can too. My anxiety got a lot worse when I had something happen to me at my old college with a professor. Honestly, I don't think that professor will ever see it, but you know who you are, and you're a piece of crap, and I hope you get fired, and I hope you make no money the rest of your life. That was really mean. He did some mean stuff to me. So, and my anxiety like skyrocketed after that. Like, it just whoop. Well, that concludes my video. Thanks for basically watching me ramble. I hope you can relate in a way that it helps you, because I know when I see like those poetry videos of somebody talking about anxiety or depression or whatever it is they have, they'll say things that I relate to and it makes me feel less alone. I hope you feel better. If you have anxiety, know that I'm in it with you. I live with it every day. Plenty of other people do, especially if you're in your 20s and everything's confusing and you just are constantly worried about making it in the world. Anyways, thank you for watching. My name's Saucey. Please join the Saucey Posse and subscribe to my video. I will see you soon if I am not hiding in a hole because my anxiety told me to. Please remember that there's always enough room for you in this world. I adore you and you deserve the best. Bye!